I see you. Ring down. Oura Ring 4. A lot of people were excited in the rumors leading up to this, so I was surprised to see some not so excited comments on Oura's announcement video. The one that stood out to me said that this should have been called the Oura Ring 3.5 instead of 4 because there aren't enough changes compared to the Oura Ring 3. So let's talk about it. Is this really the best thing we could get while we're supposed to be in the middle of a smart ring revolution? Or is the revolution over? I think it's important to start by looking at the Oura Ring 4 next to the Oura Ring 3. The design now has an all-titanium frame that's basically completely leveled on the inside thanks to new recessed health tracking sensors. You can very clearly see bumps, no bumps, bumps, no bumps. The titanium design is also meant to make the Oura Ring 4 more accurate because the epoxy layer right here, it can cause a little bit of diffraction for the infrared and other sensor lights that are reading your finger. I actually did a video a little while back testing the Oura Ring 3 against heart rate and SpO2 equipment at a sports lab, and I found that it was already very, very accurate. But the Oura Ring 4 has what Oura is calling smart sensing, where there are 18 up from just 8 sensing paths before that go across your finger, and in real time, the ring determines which path is the most accurate, most unimpeded, and then uses that measurement to inform all your data. Smart sensing should also help limit the number of data gaps. I definitely used to get more gaps in my sleep and stress data just from the Oura Ring 3 twisting or whatever. I just haven't seen that as much since using the newer ring. But honestly, for me, looking at the design change overall comes down to the Oura Ring 4 feeling more comfortable to wear 24/7, including during sleep. That's huge. I also just love how it looks. This is rose gold, if you couldn't tell, but I really like how it feels super discreet. I even forget I have it on. And thinking not just about me, the fact that the size range is now 4 through 15, before it was 6 through 13, I believe, that means the Oura Ring 4 is more inclusive. Samsung's Galaxy Ring had an edge for maybe just 6 months, less than 6 months, with the one extra size than the Gen 3, but this feels a little bit like Oura reminding Samsung that they're the ones that made smart rings mainstream. Now, question, I've also seen some people on TikTok talking about the Ultra Human Ring. I haven't personally tried it, but I know that it only comes in sizes 6 through 12. Let me know if you've also been seeing more buzz lately about the Ultra Human Ring and if I should try it out for a future video. Now back to the Oura Ring. The other half of the hardware upgrades that you should know applies to battery life. The Oura Ring 4 can apparently get up to 8 days of battery life. Now, I'll tell you, that has not been my experience. But my experience actually has been better than it was on the Oura Ring 3. On a full charge, I've gone 6 days before wanting to charge it before bed just so that it wouldn't die overnight. I was barely making 5 days on my Oura Ring 3, so that is definitely an improvement. The batteries in these rings do seem to deteriorate over time, so I will be paying attention, but for now, I'm really content to not have to worry about charging for several days at a time. It's a very different experience than using, say, an Apple Watch. That's how I feel. You tell me how long you would need a smart ring to last. For me, I would be absolutely blown away if a smart ring lasted any longer at this point, honestly. Just think about how tiny the batteries are in something like this. I wouldn't want the ring to be any thicker just to have more batteries. So in terms of design, check from me. And now battery life, another check. That's before even mentioning that the charging base is now square and silver, which thank God, because I was always losing the Oura Ring 3 base. Wait, I have it right here. The Oura Ring 4 base is at home on my nightstand, but here's the Oura Ring 3 base. It would just fall to the bottom of bags, never to be seen again, and replacing it is like $50, so it was just bad. That said, I do wish that Oura maybe copied Samsung. I love, love, love this little ring box. I could propose to someone with this. What are our thoughts on using smart rings as wedding rings? I feel like I'm not opposed. Is that crazy to say? Let's cut the hardware conversation and move over to software, because as of October 2024, the Oura app has undergone its biggest refresh in years. I'll try to break it down as simple as possible. It's reorganized into 3 new tabs: Today, Vitals, and My Health. Today is effectively the homepage with changing information based on what might be relevant to the user at any given point at the day. My favorite part are these little shortcut tiles up here for viewing metrics, and then we see a list of spotlight cards that rotate throughout the times of the day. And then something I also really like is this new timeline feature if you scroll down that lets you see all of the factors that are impacting your health throughout the day. Here's where I can add tags. I'll add here, for example, that I had a coffee this morning. I also added that I had a flu shot this week. I add when I've had a little bit of alcohol. Done. So tag entry added. Next we have Vitals, which is more of a stable page with these expanding and collapsing cards that covers all of your daily metrics such as your readiness, your sleep, activity goal, cycle day, even your daytime heart rate and daytime stress. Finally, we have My Health, which is more of a zoomed out picture of your health, spanning things like resilience, your heart health, sleep chronotypes, cardiovascular age, and more. This section is where you can view your monthly and yearly reports if you're curious to see how your health is changing over time. Oura Ring is always adding new features. I think they've had something like 24 in just the last year alone. Most recently is better automatic activity detection with heart rate tracking and information on heart rate zones. It knows when I'm walking, doing a HIIT workout, even doing housework, because I think we can all agree that that is definitely a workout. Okay, this one's really cool. If I go back to today, there's a new daytime stress chart that lets users see an overview of their stress levels throughout the day, pitted against those lifestyle tags that I mentioned that might explain why you're having stress peaks. I think it's pretty clear that I've been very stressed lately, and it's one of those things where like, I didn't think I was a stressed person, just like a little tired or overworked lately, I'm not sure. But now I'm thinking that I really need to prioritize some relaxation. I wouldn't have considered this honestly, and I think just being aware that you need to think about your mental health is the first step towards taking action, right? Now that's all great, but there's another comment/complaint that I wanted to address, and that's the fee for the Oura app membership. I think I saw more than one person say that if there wasn't the $5.99 a month membership fee, that they would buy the ring. And what I would say to that is, aren't features like the ones I've discussed worth paying for? In fact, there's dozens of other things like third-party integrations I didn't mention that I don't see the fee being a bad thing. Ask me again if the price were to go up, but for now, it's less than one Starbucks per month, girl math, and I'm willing to pay for an accurate health tool that's proven that it's consistently adopting new features. Yes, I know that the Galaxy Ring features are free, but there is a higher upfront cost and many of the insights are great, but having used both, I can say that Oura's is better. Do I think Oura might be able to get some more people in the door with a non-paid tier? Maybe, but that hasn't stopped over 2.5 million people from already buying these rings. So what if you're one of those people? What about if you already have an Oura Ring 3 or Gen 3? Well, I have good news, I think, and it's that everything in the new Oura app is also available to you. You don't need to get an Oura Ring 4 to take advantage of all of these, frankly, great features. Then the conversation becomes about whether you should upgrade based on the hardware changes. But honestly, for most people, I don't see much reason to upgrade unless you've had your Oura Ring 3 for several years already, you're really enthusiastic about smart rings, which is sick, same here, and want what is going to be my top pick, and I'm guessing a lot of other reviewers' top smart ring pick. Just know that the Oura Ring 4's starting price is $50 more than the Oura Ring 3's starting price, and that was for the Heritage model that had that like little ridge or plateau on it. That's no more for the Oura Ring 4, it only has the fully rounded model. Of course, the same as the Oura Ring 3, the price is going to depend ultimately on the material you choose. After looking at everything new, giving you my 2 cents on the differences, I'm again going to throw the question back to you. What would the Oura Ring need to have to go from feeling like a 3.5 or a half step up to a full next gen? This is everything a smart ring should be. Stylish, comfortable, accommodating in terms of users and natural movements, several days of battery life, and capable of telling me things about my health that I didn't even consider. When I doubt the state of the smart ring revolution, it's that I think that this is peak. This is the smart ring that most people should get. Everything Samsung or Ultrahuman have done recently have been to catch up to where Oura got to a few years ago. And this almost just like leapfrogged, I think that's the right term to use. If you ask me, the only thing that Oura has to be worried about is an Apple ring, which Honestly, will probably be a lot of the same situation where it's a catch-up product in its first iteration. It's reached the point where I can see at least one Oura Ring every time I go out in public, and there's no reason to believe that that's going to change anytime soon. I have linked the Oura Ring 4 down in the description if you're interested, and I posted an unboxing on our TikTok that you should go check out. But more importantly, I want to know your impressions of the ring and where we stand with smart rings. Is there something, a feature, holding you back from getting one? Or are you kind of with me in that we've hit peak? Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.